day to be out metal detecting, and I'm back on the ridge and furrow, and we're going to be doing this little bit here and then up towards the cottages up there, and we will see what we can find today. Found the Vicky shilling last time, hoping for more silver today, and we've got the alpacas with us. They're just up there keeping an eye on me, but I'm going to do this first and then I'm going to make my way up there, see what we can find. Well, first find today, I think I found me a cartwheel. Benny? Yep, it's a lovely cartwheel. Okay, let's get some water on it. My posh new bottles that I bought to get my fines cleaned. But that is some guy came on my site, on my channel, Saturday or Sunday, and was moaning at me because I was rubbing my coins. I thought they've been in the ground hundreds of years, they've had enough scratching down there. I don't know, some people can't win. But anyway, I'll clean that up a bit more when I get home, but that is definitely a cartwheel penny. You can see George III there facing right, and that is a cartwheel penny. Okay, yet another one of our classic copper alloy rings. Belt hanger, medieval. Love to find a brooch, but that is not an annular brooch, it's just a straightforward hanger for a belt, harness. Used, I suspect, for all kinds of things. Found so many of them, and there's another one for the collection. Well, it's part of an oil line or a hydraulic line for a tractor or something like that. Not that old, maybe 50s, 60s. But there you go, down there, about 6-7 inches. And another old buckle. This is a bit more iron than anything. Gave a pretty decent signal, but then started to buzz as I got closer, and it was down about, I don't know, 9 inches down there. But yeah, another buckle. Well, down there, 6-7 inches, a top of a key. Could be top of a barrel tap key, but I suspect it's more like an old padlock key. It's quite small for a barrel tap key, so we'll go for a padlock key. Where the rest is, not a clue, but that's the top anyway, the bit you grip to turn it. I'm not sure what we've got here, but it looks like one of them anyway. No idea. It's quite modern. It's a clip-on for something. Not a clue. Anyway, maybe somebody's got an idea, so it'll cover for something. No writing on it, no design on it. I thought it was going to be a little badge, and could well be, but anyway, not a clue. Anybody got any ideas? Just, there'll be a picture on the video. Just let me know. Well, one pigeon ring or bird ring, L43151 GB06. Quite a recent one, so maybe you've lost your bird. Well, I've got his ring, so that tells me he could well be gone. Okay. Well, maybe somebody will be able to give me an idea what this is. I thought initially a coat hook, you know, stick it up like that, but it's definitely not that. There's a slot that runs through that, and I don't know. It looks like it's got a bit of decoration on the side as well. I'm going to try and clean it up when I get home, put a picture on the video, but that's quite interesting. It's not iron, it's got a bit of iron in it, but it's more copper alloy. And anyway, if anybody's back in the woods now, and I think that is the wick turner off an old oil lamp. It's bent, but you would have turned that and it would have turned the wick up. I think that's what that is. One little handle. A penny here, only a couple of inches down. Looks like somebody's shot it with an air gun or something. I'll try and get a date off it now. Well, that's a George the 6th, 1945. I don't know if you can see the date there. But somebody has actually shot it with I suspect, with an air gun, dented it. Bit of target practice, maybe, I don't know. But anyway, that's a penny. Well, next find is a buckle, not that old, pin still intact. I would say late 1900s, 1960s, 70s, something like that. One complete buckle. Brass. The pin looks a little bit iron, but that's what that is. Coin by here. Looks like a penny. Not sure whose it is. Have a little look. Come on, Ian. That's another George V. I think. Can't see for looking. Yeah, another George V penny. Again, fabulous patina on it. I can't get over how preserved these are in these fields. Date 1921, George V. Well, I filled the hole in and went over it, and it looks like we've got another penny in there. Little pocket spill. And another George V. And this time, what's the date? This is a 1918 George V, and you can see the date there. Now, I've forgotten what the date was on the other one. And there's the other one, 1921. So there's the two coins, 1918, the end of the First World War, and 1921, two George V's. Okay. Well, that gave a nice signal, but it's a little cupboard catch. See where the key goes in there, and obviously that moved backwards and forwards and locked, and obviously all the workings have gone, but that is what that is, a little cupboard catch. Not very old, maybe 60s, 50s. Well, I'm assuming this is a part of a buckle. It's quite ornate. That is definitely the front, and there's obviously the other half is snapped off, but there's some markings around there, swirls, but it's quite heavy. For a buckle, I can't see the makeup of the material, but I should imagine copper alloy. But it's got ornate, markings on it. Looks cast, so not sure what it's going to be. I'll check it out, but it looks like a buckle, quite ornate. Let's see what we've got here. Not sure what it is. It's a little pull. It's a pull switch. It says new sunbeam lamp with an E, manufactured something. Can't see it, but I'll read that. But what I think that is a little pull off a switch that you would have in a car. The more I see it, yeah, it's a little. Well, another piece of pewter cutlery, most probably a fork, top of a fork or a spoon, but that's what that is. Found many of them broken. Well, it looks like we've got a coin down here. I'm not sure what it'll be. Looks like it's a George V, and we'll get a date off it now. I say, I mentioned before the patina on these coins coming off here is amazing. 1960. Well, one nice little Georgian watch winder. It's not decorated, but it's complete, and maybe in a loop at the top where, yeah, suspension loop's gone obviously, and it snapped off there. But the crazy thing is, I dug there because the signal was good, couldn't find it, filled it in, went through all the spoil, couldn't find it, and I thought, where has that signal gone to? And so I noticed a big lump of soil on the back of my spade, so I cleaned it off, and there in that lump of soil on the back of the spade was this little Georgian watch winder. So yet another find, a little Georgian watch winder. I don't know if you can see it there, not sure what we've got. We'll have a little look. And it's a silver sixpence. Oh, well, we had George V, little sixpence. Wow, silver. Had a silver shilling last time, and we've got a silver sixpence this time. Put a little bit of water on it, not to upset the sensitivities of some of the watchers on my channel, and we'll get it nice and clean. Yeah, one little silver, I think it's a sixpence, yeah, sixpence, yes. Woohoo! Date 1923. We'll clean that up a little bit better when we get home, but George V, silver sixpence. Moving on. Well, we have a piece of lead from about 9 inches down, just full of holes. No idea what it's been used for or whatever it was for. Perhaps to patch something up. Lots of nails, but a little bit of lead. Well, I think we've got a nice rusty buckle. Yeah. It's a harness buckle, it is, and it's a rusty one. Late 1800s, I swear. Early 1900s down, what, 9-10 inches, something like that. So there you go, one rusty buckle. Okay, part of a fork or a spoon. It looks pewter, and it says on it Dixon & Son. Now, just up there, about 200 yards, I found another Dixon, but it was a World War II stamped, 1945 or 44, whatever it was. It was an army issue, but this one, it looks a little bit older. Same company, Dixon, and I've got a feeling that this one is about 1800, something like that. But 1800s, late 1700s maybe, 1800s, but that's a pewter handle. Well, I'm not sure what we've got here. Is there? Oh, let's have a little look. Oh, it's not that. So look. Perhaps it is that. Oh, it is. What are you? Well, I'm not sure what we've got here, but that looks like stone to me. I think it's a little buckle. In fact, I'm sure it is. Okay, we'll try and clean that up, and then we'll come back. There you go, no idea. We'll try and clean that up and see what we can get from it. But it's a piece of lead, I think, but that that there doesn't look like lead to me. It looks like iron, but copper alloy, but there you go. We'll see when we try and clean it up back at home. We have something that is more oval than round, so we'll have a little look, see what we've got here. Oh my word, what are you? Not a clue. Oh, it's obviously a little pendant. See the little hole there? I can see some writing on it, so I'm going to check that out and then come back here. Can't quite make out what it says, but it's a tag. It's not a pendant, I think it's a tag of some sort, and but I can see something there, but what it is, not a clue. We'll clean it up and we'll have a little look when we get home. Okay, moving on.